The man I see wearing this, 25 years old. He works in tech, in particular design. This guy cares about aesthetics. He wants something practical, something comfortable he can slip on and off, and so he opts for these right here. The Chelsea boot, a classic choice. He wants something that he can dress up, and for him, dressing up is simply putting on those nice pair of jeans, maybe with a sports jacket, but he finds it's at home really with just the casual jeans with his variety of different t-shirts, v-necks. This is something he can wear into the office when he occasionally goes in, but most times he's just wearing this to the store, looking good because he's single and he wants to get the attention of the ladies. Now let's change gears really quick. A 35-year-old consultant living in the city, Chicago, New York, maybe over in Munich. This guy right here is dressing up on occasion. But at the same time, he wants something that he can wear with dark black denim, his gray denim. Guess what? This will pull double duty. But this is most at home when he wants to look good. Whenever he wants basically to throw on a jacket, he wants to have a more buttoned up look, a more professional look. And this pair of Chelsea's right here, because it's got that sleek black. And overall, if you look at the design, this one has a thinner sole. And overall, the toe box is more slanted down. This is going to be a dressier Chelsea, very similar to that last one, except using a different material and an overall sleeker design. And for our 45-year-old government contractor out in California, okay, so he doesn't need to dress up with that black pair. He also doesn't want to dress down. He doesn't like that high contrast. So guess what? He goes with one of my favorite colors, gray. Why? Because it's a non-color and it matches pretty much anything in your wardrobe. A little bit more casual in that suede right there, but it's not enough that it's going to grab that much attention. This is just going to be a boot that he can put on. He can look good, get a few compliments here or there, stand out from the crowd at the same time, not stand out so much that he's going to feel awkward or that people are staring at him. In today's video, gents, we're talking about the perfect boots for your age. So these Chelsea's right here have been my default shoe for the last couple months, and as you can tell, I need to polish them up. But seriously, gents, I wanted to show you this because I wanted to emphasize that you can go with one style and change the material of the upper, the leather that's there on the top, go with suede. You can go with maybe a more polished leather. You can change the style and the thickness of the sole, and all of a sudden, you've got a very different shoe, even though they're both called Chelsea's. Now, gents, all the boots you're going to see in today's video are brought to you by one of my favorite sponsors, Thursday Boots. Seriously, gents, for years, I've been talking about these guys because I love what they do, bringing you quality boots at an affordable price. And not just great quality, but beautiful designs. Guys, if you haven't been over to their website lately, you're missing out. Tons of new designs, new looks. They're always coming out with different uppers, different materials they're using. That being said, if you're just starting your boot collection, they've got the classics. Or maybe you're looking to bring something into your wardrobe that grabs a bit more attention. A design perhaps that's stylish, elegant, and gonna get you compliments all day long. And Thursday Boots is more than just boots. They've also got dress shoes. Two of my favorites right here, the pair of loafers, penny loafers. What I like about this, simple, clean, classic, gonna work with pretty much anything in your wardrobe. A pair of Brogues. Again, versatile, and this is gonna grab a little bit more attention. All their boots use a Goodyear welt. If you're not familiar, this is one of the toughest, the hardiest ways to make a pair of shoes. This means it can be resoled, it can be rebuilt. It's a sign of quality. They got a wide variety of soles, so no matter what you're looking for, if you want something that's going to have a lot of traction, if you want something that has a leather, and what I like about their leather soles is they still have traction. Those are the things you want to pay attention to, and they did a really good job matching the design of the boot with the proper sole. In fact, a couple years ago, I took a pair of Thursday boots that I had worn the heck out of for 3 years, and I cut them in half. Yes, here it is to show you guys the quality construction, the way that they've actually stacked the heel, that the way that they've actually gone in and you've got the various layers from the inner lining just to the construction of the upper. This right here is the type of company I love to support because they're making quality goods at an affordable price. Seriously, guys, every boot you're seeing in today's video, you can grab over at Thursday Boots. I will link to them down in the description. Go check them out. Awesome company. Proud to support them. Next up, we've got a classic 7-eye dress boot. This design has been around for over 100 years, and you've seen variations of this for over 200 years. Now, the guy that's going to choose this, I'm thinking a 19-year-old. This is a guy that's in college, and he wants a pair of boots that are going to be workhorses. Boots that he can dress up, he can shine up, make it look nice, but most days he's simply going to be wearing to class, and he wants them to perform. Now, for those of you guys paying attention to details, you'll probably note this isn't a true 7-eye boot. Why? Well, I've only got 5 eyelets, and instead I've got 2 hooks up here. Well, I'm counting these as eyes, even though I know they're technically not eyes. For me, it's the number of crossovers that matters, and we do have 7. Point being, this is going to be a little bit more casual than a true 7-eye. Anytime that you've got D-rings or hooks like this, they are going to make the boot a little bit more casual. But boots like this in general are casual, especially if they're of a Brogue design. What is a Brogue design? So this back part right here of the boot, that's called the quarter. The front part up here is called the vamp. Anytime the quarter is thrown on top of the vamp, you've got this open lacing system right here. If you had a closed lacing system, which is the opposite, whenever that front part goes under the back, that would be a dressier boot. But these right here are going to be more casual by their nature and design. Now, personally, I'm more of a brown boot guy, but I do see the allure of black boots. So many guys like this because they default to it. They don't have to think about it. This is something that's going to match anything in their wardrobe. They already own a pair of black shoes, so they just get black boots. And that's why I've got this here. I imagine the guy grabbing this just simply doesn't want to think, but he wants to look good. That being said, sticking with the same style, but just changing up the color, I see this pair of brown right here being perfect for a 39-year-old. You've owned a few pair of dress boots. So you're ready to experiment, try something different. You find that you gravitate towards the color brown, and there's tons of different shades out there, and that's why I love brown, because you can go with something darker that's almost a black. You can go with something lighter in color. Right here, this is going to be versatile. You can dress it up, dress it down, but there is one design difference. Notice right here, we've got what's known as a cap toe. A cap toe does make it even a bit more casual, but I really like cap toes because they give it a more rugged look. That being said, gents, I want to hear your opinion. Cap toe yes or cap toe no? What do you think? Should a pair of boots have them? I know personally I prefer the cap toe, but I know a lot of people like the cleaner look of no cap toe. The next boot style we've got here, gents, Chukkas. This is a casual boot style originated out of World War II. Some people argue a little bit earlier. Point being is this became popular in the 1950s, 60s, but has always been a casual boot with 2 to 3 eyelets usually. This one right here is just going to cover the ankle. Now, what sets these apart right here, look at that sole. This is going to be a sole that doesn't have a heel. Why would you want something like that? This is going to give you a bit more traction. This is a great walking, commuting shoe. If you need to be able to walk around and just be really comfortable, this type of hiking sole is perfect. Now for the 34-year-old artist, the guy that likes to express himself with his clothing when you're getting up on stage, giving a concert, go back to your Elvis. Blue suede shoes. Why not a pair of blue suede Chukkas? Right here, you keep the rest of your outfit very simple, but it's the shoes that set you apart. You change that upper, you have a little bit more fun with it, and you go a little bit dressier right there. You give it a little bit of a heel. Yeah, not as much traction, but you're going on and off stage still with the rubber soles. This still gives you what you need when you need it. Now, what about for our 54-year-old engineer? Okay, you don't need the blue suede, but you still like suede. So you're going to go with a darker tan suede. Something, again, that you can dress up, you can dress down. Well, you're never going to wear this with a suit, but definitely you can wear this with nice jeans and a sweater on a fall day, and you're starting to date again. You went through a breakup, and now you're ready to get yourself out there. This is going to show her that you've got style. Speaking of style, let's talk about these beautiful Brogue boots right here. And you're going to notice the style very similar to one we talked earlier. We've got the 7 eyelets going up, but it's that Brogue design that really sets them apart. And what is broguing? That's going to be intricate design work in the leather, holes that are carved in there. And this has a historical significance, but this right here just instantly grabs attention, especially if you go for something a little bit higher contrast like this is. So you're out in Southern California, 31 years old, and you want to set yourself, you're showing houses, you are building up your real estate business. And you want, when your clients meet you, whenever you're driving them around, whenever you're meeting them at the house, to know that you care about the details. Now, for our next gentleman, a 61-year-old engineer, he wants something a bit more muted. Yes, he wants to have style, but he doesn't want to scream it. Those last ones, because of that lighter color, the higher contrast, a little bit too much, he went with a Brogue design in a darker color, which from a distance, again, people aren't even going to notice, but he also went with a pebbled design right here in the upper. So a pebble design is when it looks like it's just got a bit more texture, but I really like it, and these boots right here, absolutely beautiful. Yes, you are 61, you are approaching retirement. At the same time, you have got style, you pay attention to the details. That being said, do you need to be in your 60s to pull these off? No, I absolutely love these, and I think a 21-year-old who is a bit more mature, and for me, these boots really signal a man that pays attention to the small style details. But yeah, if you're 21 and you're into Brogues, definitely check these out. Let's talk about this logger design. So what's the first thing you notice? Notice the height of of the boot. The number of eyelets here, so we've got what are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the reason that you're going to have the boot go up higher is it's going to offer more support. Basically, it's not going to allow your ankles to move as much. You're also going to notice right here, you're going to have a more rugged sole, a sole that's going to have more grip, a sole that you can actually work with. Another thing about this is the thickness of the upper in the leather. So ounces are basically a measure of how thick the leather is going to be. Whenever you see that, oh, is this, a 4 ounce? Is this going to be an 8 ounce? You're going to find something like this, which seems to be more like a 12 to 14 ounce, is going to be a very heavy leather. This is going to be something that's going to take a little bit more time to break in on the upper to get more of a soft, supple look. But what it's going to do is it's going to better protect the feet. And the guy wearing this, 32, and he just liked the look. He liked the overall design, the ruggedness, the appeal of these boots. Now, gents, if you're a boot lover, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that like button. Seriously, by engaging with this video, it helps tell the YouTube gods that this video needs to reach more people. Who knows? We can perhaps convert the world to start wearing boots. Next up, gents, we've got the Jodphur riding style boot. This is a unique style, a unique look, and right here in this green olive suede, this is a boot that's going to be its understated elegance. Now, who's this for? 47-year-old individualist. This is a guy that's gone through some tough times, but he's come out stronger. And he understands life is short. I want to savor it. I want to taste it. I want to wear clothing that expresses who I am. Now this boot right here, similar to the Chelsea, slips on and off, but there are some differences. The shaft right here is going to be higher. You're also going to find this strap with the buckle really set it apart so it's not nearly as plain as a pair of Chelseas. The design right here, the toe box, the overall feel is something that's a bit more elegant, something that's a bit dressier, at the same time edgy. And speaking of boots with attitude, let's talk about this harness boot right here. Very simply, we're going to focus in on this big piece of hardware. That right there is simply for design, and you've got that zipper right in here, so it doesn't slip on and off. It's actually going to fit on the foot a bit better. I imagine this for a 33-year-old that really he's a pianist. This is a guy that is an artist. He's a musician. He wants to set himself apart. At the same time, he doesn't want, he wants something that's practical, something he can wear in and out of the airport. This is the boot he's going for. Next up, gents, we've got a 5-eyelet mid-ankle boot. A mid-ankle boot is really a nice compromise. There are many guys out there that never really see themselves wearing boots. Maybe you're a 42-year-old and you have never owned a pair of dress boots. You're like, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. This is a nice compromise because it's not too dissimilar from the shoes you already have. At the same time, it's going to give a little bit of ankle support. A lot of guys, they don't like a higher shaft on their boots because it irritates them. They just don't like the way it feels. This is a pair of boots that they can slip into. Feels very similar to shoes, except it's going to be more comfortable than the average dress shoe. And overall, you got that little bit of heel right here, not a super high heel, and it's just a really clean, simple design. In fact, you'll forget that you're wearing boots. Hence why it's such a great compromise, such a great intro to the boot world if you just simply don't own a pair, but you want to try something. And now let's talk about the jump boot. I see this for a 28-year-old guy that's going to go out hiking that wants great support and good traction. And notice the shaft on this one, yeah, that's got quite a bit of length.
That's what she said.
And the reason being, again, it's all about support. You're also going to notice that right here we've got cushioning. That's just going to make it more comfortable. It is, in my opinion, going to be the weakest part of the boot. So again, you want to make sure, and Thursday did a great job using real leather right on this. It's going to have good, solid build construction. And notice the eyelets. The eyelets right in there are all going to be casual. You've got, yes, the first 5, but this type of ring design right there is going to make it very easy to lace these things up, to tighten them, to untighten them. But there is no way you're getting these boots off unless you untighten them. And then the sole is going to have a lot of traction on it. Now at this point you may be asking the question, well, Antonio, why do I need to get another pair of boots? Well, check out this video right here on why boots make you more attractive. Seriously, it doesn't matter if you're in a relationship, if you are single, you want to watch this video because I talk about the magic powers of boots. A lot of it actually backed by research. So check it out, guys. A great video, why boots make you more attractive.